Auzubillahiminash-shaytanir-rajim. Bismillahir-rahmanir-rahim. It is entrepreneurship of class 11th. Today, let us know that how we will select the most appropriate form of ownership structure. यानी आज हम ये जानने की कोशिश करेंगे कि अब तक जो हमने पढ़ा कि ये जो हैं डिफरेंट फॉर्म्स ऑफ बिजनेस जो हैं, जैसे सोल प्रोप्राइटरशिप है, पार्टनरशिप टाइप ऑफ बिजनेस है, कंपनी है, या जो हमने कोऑपरेटिव सोसाइटीज़ का जो हमने पढ़ा, ये मुख्तलिफ फार्म्स ऑफ कंपनीज़ हैं, जिस बिजनेसेस हैं। अब हम देखेंगे कि इनमें से सबसे अप्रोप्रिएट कौन सा है, सबसे अच्छा और बेहतर कौन सा है। अब तक जो हमने मुख्तलिफ टाइप्स ऑफ बिजनेस जो हमने जान लिए, हर एक के अपने एडवांटेजेस भी हैं और डिसएडवांटेजेस भी हैं। इसलिए हम ये कभी ये नहीं कह सकते हैं कि एक बिजनेस जो है इट इज़ हेल्पफुल, it is beneficial in all respects. Now let us know that how we will select the best form of business. सबसे अच्छा फॉर्म ऑफ बिजनेस हम कैसे सिलेक्ट करेंगे। कहा जाता है कि जिस तरह एक घर में एक शर्ट हो और इसके लिए ये मुमकिन बनाया जा सके that it will suit everybody in the family. Same is the case with the businesses, that we will select one type of business and we will just opt for it which will be beneficial in all respects. This will help us to just fulfill the objectives that we have planned. So in this regard, while selecting the best form of ownership structure, there are certain things that we have to keep into consideration while going through a proper type of business. First thing that we must know, that is nature of business. The selection of the most appropriate form of business, it depends upon the nature of the proposed business. For example, the business that requires personal attention and skill for their success are usually organized as proprietor concern. इसका मतलब है कि अगर हम कोई ऐसा बिजनेस जो हम चाहते हैं कि खुद अपने तौर चलाएं, अपने स्किल के बलबूते पर चलाएं, तो उस लिहाज से हमारा जो सोल प्रोप्राइटरशिप है, दैट इज द मोस्ट अप्रोप्रिएट बिजनेस दैट वी मस्ट स्टार्ट. And then if there is a business that requires pooling of funds, skills, these, in this regard we have to opt for the partnership firm, because there are many people who can utilize their skill, their resources. So in this regard we have to opt for this partnership type of business. And then if we intend to involve large scale production, if we need large scale production only, that is in that very context we have to opt for the company type of business. So nature of business, it decides that what we want to achieve. And then second is area of operation. This area of operation, it is also important while selecting the form of business, the form of ownership. If the operations, they are confined to a particular area, to some locality, then the sole proprietorship, it will be the best possible business for that because we have to be limited to a certain area. But if the operations that we are going to start, if they are widespread, just we have international market to face, then we have to go for other types of business or the company type of business. Third is degree of control. In case we want direct control over the business operations, then we have to opt for this proprietorship type of business or partnership type of business. Then we have capital requirement. It is one of the most important these considerations for the type of business that we are going to start. If the business requires a small amount of capital, the best form of ownership will be proprietorship or partnership. If huge capital is required, then we have to go for the company type of business. Fifth is extent of risk. Business certainly involves risk. If an entrepreneur is ready and capable to bear the risk of the business, he can go for the proprietorship or the partnership type of business. If he is not in a position, he hesitates that I will not be in a position to bear the risks, then what he has to do, he has to go for the company type of business. Sixth is duration of business. If a person wants a business that is for a particular type of business, limited type of business, then he can go for the proprietorship or the partnership type of business. If he wants to continue the business for a long time, then he has to go for the company type of business or the cooperative type of business. Seventh and the last is government regulations. If an entrepreneur does not like much government involvement in his or her type of business, he can go for proprietorship or the partnership type of business instead of a company, because in this type of business, company type of business or the cooperative type of business, he has to follow the rules and regulations that are given by law. The government changes the rules and regulations from time to time, then he has to follow them inevitably. And in this regard, he has to follow the sole proprietorship or the partnership type of business if he does not want to follow the rules and regulations mentioned in Companies Act, etc. So these are some of the things that decide the selection of business of an appropriate business for an this for the ownership. So I think it is enough for today. Thanks.